My next guest, he's a professional mixed martial artist with an undefeated record of 8 wins with 0 losses. He's currently a UFC fighter who's coming off his UFC debut win at Madison Square Garden at UFC 268. Please welcome undefeated fighter Ian, the future Garry. How you doing, Ian?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great, man. Thank you for coming back.
No stress, man. Thank you for taking some time out of your day.
No problem, man. Also, I didn't mention this, man, but congratulations on your marriage, man. You're recently married, Ian Garry. How's
Yes,
that,
sir.
man?
Good, yeah. A couple of 4 days. I think we went to it.
Yeah.
4 days, just a couple of days over it. But yeah, life's good. Went to Vegas, got married, and it was an amazing weekend. And yeah, couldn't be happier.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on that, Ian. I feel like for you, it's been kind of like a roller coaster, man. A lot of great things have been going on, man. You made your UFC debut, you're getting married, you're kicking ass, you're training in one of the best gyms in the world right now. Life looks really good for Ian Garry, man. But let me know from you, man. How has life been since making your UFC debut? We'll start off with that.
Surreal. Everything you've said there is exactly like the truth. It's just been a dream come true. I mean, I'm living in Florida, beautiful sunshine every day, training in one of the best gyms on the planet. Do you know what I mean? I just got married to my beautiful wife. Life is good. Do you know what I mean? Signed for the UFC, had my first fight in the UFC, got a first round knockout. Now I'm going to go into my next fight and do the exact same. Do you know what I mean? Life is good. Life is really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, man. Now, for you going in, again, big stage, you're making your UFC debut at Madison Square Garden. We talked about it before. When did it hit you, though, when you got out there? Because, I mean, it's different, right? The walk, Bruce Buffer, Joe Rogan at the end. When did it hit you, Ian, that you were there big time?
When Bruce Buffer was calling my name out and Ian and the future Ian Garry was going around the LED signs at Madison Square Garden, it kind of like, I've tried to explain how it feels or how that felt to see that, but I can't express it correctly. It was like everything stopped and slowed down. And even those first 2.5 minutes of that fight were completely different for me that I've ever experienced before, because it was such an overwhelming feeling of happiness and joy and like success. Because my dream was always to sign for the UFC and to make my UFC debut, because that's the hardest part. Once you're in here, you can have fun and you can fight and you can put on a show every single time you get into that cage. You're blessed. But for me, it was like being put in that position. It was where I wanted to be as a kid. It was my dream. I'd seen people do it before. Obviously, following Conor's career, It was sensational. So it was when Bruce Buffer was standing in front of me, calling my name out, and I looked up and I was like, "Oh, this is happening in the most like historic fight venue on the planet." So it was like, it was just an experience, and it's something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
No, it was incredible. Now going into, again, we're being positive here. Now, of course, I don't really pay attention to a lot of people on social media because a lot of people are stupid haters, all that stuff right there, man. But, believe it or not, walking out of your performance, I was a lot more impressed than, a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, he struggled, he did this, he did." Folks, 23 years old, Madison Square Garden, making a UFC debut, man. I mean, there's adjustments. And to me, I found it more impressive because I always judge fighters off what can you overcome. It was a little bit of a slow start, I think we can both agree. A little bit of a slow start, but you found a way to do it. That's a lot more impressive than you starching the guy in 5 seconds. I think you learn more.
I've two opinions on this. But obviously it's successful. It's everything that I could have dreamed of as that first round finish. That's what I wanted. It's what I was saying I was going to happen. So obviously I'm happy that I got to finish.
Great finish.
And when I went back to Dublin, I went into a supermarket and one of the security guards came over and stopped me and was like, "Bro, that finish was unbelievable. Congrats, yada, yada, yada." Start talking to me about the fight. And we had the same conversation me and you were having now. He's like, "It was a bit of a slow start, but you know what, mate?" He was like, "If that happens throughout your entire career, and that's how it goes, and you get hit the first couple of minutes, but you knock someone out in the first round every single time." He's like, "No one's gonna care." He was like, "No one's gonna care." And it was just that, like, when you see someone and they have that opinion, it makes you think, "You know what?" Because I beat myself up over it. Yeah. My other opinion then of it is, but it's not good enough. Like, in my head, I'm one of the best fighters on the planet. I know how good I am. I know how good I can be. I can't be getting hit by someone who's not on my level.
Of course.
But it's okay. You need to experience moments like that to get better and overcome, and it's all right. But like I was beating myself up when I walked out of that cage, even though I had got a first round knockout Madison Square Garden in my UFC debut. I was annoyed, but obviously happy about the finish, but annoyed about the performance.
No, absolutely. But what I told you the last time. They're special, man. They're special in you. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
Burrow. When I always tell this story to people. When I saw Burrow just play for a Super Bowl, people called me crazy. I said he'd be drafted first round.
I'm on that hype
people
train
called me
too,
crazy.
Dude. I think he's sick.
There
he's
you
so
go.
Good.
And I told people, just don't worry about it, man. It happens. The beginning happens like that. But again, you fought. You lost. Your team left you. Won a world championship. Made your UFC debut. A little bit of a slow start. Unfamiliar a little bit for you, and you won. Though you got the finish, man. I think that's just more impressive. So I think for any haters out there listening, I think you just go hate on someone else, man.
Dude, people can hate all they want. I couldn't give a rat's about their opinion. Me and my missus have this talk all the time when we see stuff. I'm like, let them comment shit. I'm like, I couldn't care less. I'll engage in a couple of them just because I'm bored and for the crack sometimes. But like, it has absolutely zero effect on me. Like I seen some of them be like, he was getting pieced up. He got lucky. Yeah, he got full of shit. It's what it is. Let them say what they want to say.
Hating is a popular thing to do, I guess. There's a lot of keyboard words out there.
It's all fucking keyboard.
They
Not
wouldn't tell you that to your face.
Say that to my face. Not a single person.
Yeah,
no one would have the fucking balls to.
I saw your wife go off on somebody saying, "Oh, he's gonna get pieced." They said that 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. That was just funny, man. She's a savage,
dude,
definitely.
They said that every single fight. Like I'd put money on it right now. My opponent, I don't know him, never met him. I've nothing but respect. You know, he's a fighter. He's not said anything bad. But I know for a fact he's sitting there in an interview saying, I'm going to derail the hype train. I'm going to be the first guy to beat this guy, take us out.
Yeah.
Every single person I've ever fought said that. Every single person. Yeah. This ain't going to change. It's going to be the same thing. They think they can do it. They can't. They'll find out the hard way.
Now, going into your opponent here, your next bout, I believe is going to be UFC 273. We got that coming up. Darian Weeks. The next event after this weekend's event, how are you feeling heading into that fight? What adjustments have you made? What can the audience expect from the future?
Just the main adjustment is I've just been focusing what I want to improve on, where I want to improve, not trying to evolve my game around someone else. I just want to go in there and do me, and that's what I've always done best, is go in there and bring the fight into my world where I want it to be, and I take control. So for me, I've just been working on what I want to do to get better. So working on grappling and wrestling with Greg Jones and all the guys at Sanford, adding some little striking tools in with Henry Hoops, just all these little things, nothing massive, but just slowly, piece by piece, getting more close to perfection.
Your training partner, Gilbert Burns, is fighting Khamzat, man. Why do you think it'll be different for Mr. Gilbert heading over against, again, another guy that they're hyping? This
is me and Gilbert today, wrestling up against the cage, yeah. Gilbert's a savage. He's a savage. It's a great fight. It depends. We haven't seen Khamzat really tested in the division. I mean, he's ran through everybody. Gilbert's no joke, mate. He's elite, world-class grappler. He's not afraid to bang. You know what I mean? He's not afraid to get down and dirty with someone. So it's a real test for Khamzat, obviously, because Gilbert is literally one of the best guys in the world. So I'm excited to sit back and watch the fight. You know what I mean? From a fan, I love it. It's a great fight. You've got a wrestler versus a grappler. Both of them are going to go out there, probably strike, and we'll see what round it enters, but it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a good one, man. Now, for you, you know your standard. I know your standard. World champion. I've said it. World champion right here. That's the future. Do you anticipate it being you and Khamzat?
Down the line?
Yeah, because I believe 100%. You said that in your press conference after you won.
100%. Down the line, he's a good bit ahead of me. Down the line, I don't know. Look, we have to see how good he is. Obviously, he looks phenomenal in his career so far. But down the line, it'll happen. We'll see when. But when it happens, we'll be ready. I'll be ready for it.
Awesome, man. And last thing, Ian, can you tell the audience what iPlaySafe is? Because I've had a lot of people ask me.
It's the future of sexual health technology. It's fucking brilliant, right? How many times have you gone on a date or met a girl or met a guy or whatever it is you're doing, and you want to go home, you want to get with them, but you don't want to ask that awkward question of,
Yeah, for sure.
how many, and you don't want to offend someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
It's
tough one to
it's a
bring
fair
up.
question. Do you know what I mean? You want to look after yourself. So it's a home testing kit where they send you a kit, you follow the instructions, send it back to them, and then they'll send you a badge that shows that you're clear, everything's
play.
good. But it's brilliant. It's genius. It takes out that awkward conversation. It's like, oh, send it to them. Just by the way, I'm clean, so let's get dirty.
Ian, what do you expect out of yourself over the next year, 2022, man? What is your goal here as we're going into your career?
Stay happy, mate. Just keep doing what I'm doing. Life's been pretty fucking awesome over the last couple of months. So just keep doing it. Work on getting better in regards to work, in regards to my company, in regards to my training, my life, my family, everything. Just work on getting better. That's it. If every day I can strive to be 0.01% better, then it's going to come.
To anyone out there that doesn't know who Ian Garry is, man, what can you tell them?
Tune in on April 9th and you'll find out.
Oh, man, I can't wait, man. Ian Garry, thank you, man, for taking the time. One last thing, Ian, the Irish aren't here. The Irish aren't here to take part.
We're here to take over.
I love it, man. Awesome stuff. Ian Garry, thank you so much for giving me the time here, man. Once again, best of luck for your fight, man. We can't wait to watch it. We can't wait to watch the future of MMA come on out there, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Have a great day.